Hi everyone, this is Sean from Hancock Guitars. I'm here today to give you my top 5 tips for going pro. Those are the things that are going to take you from being an amateur luthier to a professional, someone that's making their living out of being a luthier. Now these aren't technical things like how to make guitars exactly. These are more business tips and general things that you'll need to do in your life to go that step further. So without further ado, let's get into them. Tip number 1, do repairs. Now doing repairs has 2 benefits. The most obvious one is you're going to get some money for doing the repairs, and that income is going to help you finance your career as a luthier and your living expenses in the meantime. The second benefit, which a lot of people don't think of, is by doing repairs you're going to see how other guitar brands and makers do things, and you're going to learn a lot from that. You're also going to learn how to do a lot of processes and practice those, which is going to make your guitars that you build better over a shorter amount of time. My second tip is work from home. Now, it's nice to have a shop, but I worked from my home and my family's home for years and years before I got a professional workshop. And I think the benefit of that's obvious. You're going to be splitting the costs of either renting or your mortgage between your business and your living. So you're not having to pay 2 rents potentially. There is a downside to this, and that's obviously you're not going to be able to split up your work and your personal life as much, and you're going to have people coming around to your home. So you need to think about that and maybe try to have a separate entrance to your workshop or whatever works for you. But in the meantime, it's nice to be able to save that amount of rent that you'd otherwise be paying for a shop. Tip number 3 is find a niche. For those of you that don't know what a niche is a small segment of a market. So that can be a very narrow range of a product, in this case guitars, that you can really zone in on and fulfill. Now, aside from all that marketing stuff, I'll just explain it in terms of this guitar. So this is a copy of a well-known model of guitar. Now, if you were to build this, you could probably build it easily as well as the manufacturer, but you got to think, why would someone buy your version of that guitar and not the well-known version of it? It's probably built really well out of a factory at a reasonable sort of price. They've got a known name, whereas you're relatively unknown at this stage. So there's really no reason for someone to buy your version of it. So what you need to do is find a way to differentiate what you're building from what other people are building potentially. And that could be simple little things if you're building a guitar like this, or you might be just wanting to build some completely different type of instrument, preferably something that a lot of people want but they can't get. And if you can do that, well, you've got your market ready to go. You just need to service it and find a way to get into that market. My 4th tip is plan when to go full time. So you need to look at your financial situation if you're deciding to go full time, and do it at a particular time that you're going to be able to make enough money out of your guitar making activities to support yourself. Having some savings will help. Also having repairs income is a big plus, because repairs are often more profitable than building guitars, especially at the start. So just look at your financials there. The flip side to what I'm saying is also, I feel like you really should go full-time at some stage if you want to become a good luthier, like a professional luthier, like as a lifelong career, because it doesn't matter what you do. If you do it part-time, you're never going to be the best in the world at it. You really need to put all of your energy into it to be at least one of the best. My 5th and final tip is practice. Get out there and build lots of guitars. Building guitars is really what makes you improve. It doesn't matter how talented you are and how much you think about it. Your 5th guitar is going to be so much better than your 1st guitar, and your 10th guitar is going to be so much better than your 5th guitar. I've been building guitars a long time now, and every year I'm still seeing improvement. I'm still getting better. I'm still learning new things. So it's good. You can have fun with it, and there's no end to how much better you can get if you just keep building lots of guitars. And the bonus tip, don't expect instant success being a guitar maker. It's something that takes a long time, many years for most people. And there's often quiet patches. They don't last forever, but they can be disheartening. So don't get disappointed. Keep building guitars, and you'll get there eventually if you put in the hard yards. I hope that's been enlightening and you've learned something. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.